Hello, my name is Katherine Miceli and I will be guiding you through a Yoga for Runners practice. So this practice is really geared towards some of the things that need to be lengthened and strengthened for those of us who are runners, but at the same time, if you aren't, this is a really great practice just to move around a little bit, build a little bit of heat, build a little bit of mobility. So I'm not going to use blocks for today's practice in case you don't have them at home. However, if you do have blocks and you would like to use them, feel free to incorporate them throughout the practice at any point that makes sense for you. So for today's practice, we will get started seated. You can choose what shape you'd like to start your practice in today. So as far as seated, maybe legs crossed or kneeling. If you'd rather sit up on a chair or up on a block or a cushion, feel free to do that. And then we're just going to try and create a long spine here. So thinking about shoulders stacked over our hips, crown of our head reaching up towards the sky. Maybe take a little wiggle with the shoulders. Allow them just to hang naturally from, your arms to hang naturally from the shoulder joints. And if it's comfortable for us, our eyes can soften closed. Finding a really effortless rhythm for our breath. So feeling the body expand each time we inhale. So belly and rib cage take up a little bit more space. And feeling our body draw in as we exhale completely. So trying to get right through to the end of that exhale. Using this time of stillness before we start moving to just really notice how we're feeling at this point in the day. So the areas of the body that are feeling really healthy, open, mobile. The areas of the body where we're feeling like we're carrying some tension, maybe we're managing an injury. And then as we move in our practice today, it's just about moving in a way that's respectful of that state. So taking breaks. Modifying just whatever the body needs so that we can piece together a practice that feels good for us. Let's take about 3 more of these nice big round breaths here. And then we'll stay seated. On our next inhale, just starting to connect breath and movement, we're going to sweep our arms up towards the sky. So if it feels okay, connect our palms overhead. And then as we exhale, draw our hands down through center so our thumbs come in towards our heart. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, take our arms wide, reach fingertips up, lengthen through our sides. And then exhale, draw our thumbs down through center. One more time, big inhale, reach wide and then up. Long exhale as we draw our hands down. We're going to take our arms wide, bend our elbows at 90 degrees. So we have this cactus shape in the arms. And then create your eagle arms. So if it feels okay, place your right arm underneath your left and then twist tie your forearms to connect your palms. If connecting our palms isn't available today, a really nice hug feels good. So just reaching your arms around your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach our fingertips up so our elbows draw away from our heart. And then as we exhale, we're going to round everything in. So chin draws in towards our chest, elbows draw in towards our belly. Inhale, come back up to neutral. So just crown of our head reaches up. And then unravel our arms. So we're creating that cactus shape again. Elbows draw wide, open through the chest. Eagle arms with the left arm underneath right. Either give ourselves a big hug or connect our palms. Inhale, lift our elbows up towards the sky. Maybe lift our gaze. And then exhale, round in. Inhale, come back to neutral, unravel your arms, take your elbows wide. Exhale, right arm underneath our left arm. Lift elbows up, spread across the upper back, and then round everything into center. So just like in your cat-cow. Rise back up to neutral, release our arms, take our elbows wide, open through the chest. Left arm underneath right. Lift elbows up. Slide elbows down around the spine. We're going to do one more round per side. So elbows draw wide, cactus the arms, eagle arms, whatever variation is available. Lift fingertips up. Slide our elbows down towards our belly. Unravel our arms as we rise up. Last time, cactus. Eagle arms. Lift fingertips up. Slide elbows down. This time, we'll just unravel our arms, take our elbows wide, open through our chest, and then we're going to make our way to our table pose. So looking to find all fours. Once you're in your table, palms of your hands come underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath our hips. We have this nice long spine to start. We'll take an inhale and find our cat-cow. So lift our tailbone, draw our heart forward, lift our gaze. Exhale, round our spine, draw our chin in towards our chest. So again, inhale, find that back bend, heart draws forward. Exhale, press into our palms and round through our spine. One more time, take your cat-cow. And then after that next round of our cat-cow, let's pause in our table, rotate our fingertips so they point out towards the outside edges of our mat, and then continue that rotation so our fingertips point back towards our knees, inside of our wrist point forward. If this wrist stretch is feeling too intense, stay with the first variation, so fingertips pointed to the top of your mat, maybe little bend to the elbows, and then bring back your cat-cow, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Round your spine. So starting to warm up the wrists, the forearms, connecting our breath and our movement. Last round here. And then after that last round of your cat-cow, you're just going to point your fingertips back towards the top of your mat and then come into a child's pose. So if it feels good, take your knees wider than your hips. Let your big toes touch. Sink your hips back to your heels and reach your arms forward. So finding whatever variation of a child's pose is working in our body here. So that might mean that we need a cushion underneath our seat between our ankles. Maybe it feels better to keep your toes tucked under so you're on the balls of your feet. And we're going to try and keep our forehead connected onto something. So if it's not resting onto the mat, place a block underneath your forehead here. So we're going to keep our head resting either to the ground or a block. Think about reaching your fingertips a little bit more forward towards the top of your mat so you're feeling really strong. Press your left palm into the ground and then just try and pick up your whole right arm. So everything else about your child's pose stays the same, but you're picking that right arm up away from the ground.
And then place your right hand down. Really press your right palm strongly into the mat and pick your whole left arm up away from the ground. Place your left palm down one more time per side. So left palm strongly presses down, right arm picks up to your hover. Place your right palm down, strongly press into your right palm, pick your left arm up away from the mat. Place your left hand down, come up back to table, so palms and shoulders, shoulders stacked over wrists and hips over knees. You're going to reach your right arm out in front of you and send your left leg out behind you. So inhale, reach out. As you exhale, cactus your right arm. So you're going to bend that elbow, take it wide to the right, and create the same shape with your left leg. So left knee is going to bend and draw wide to the left. Inhale, reach right arm forward, left leg lengthens out. Exhale, cactus your right arm, so take it wide to the right and cactus into your left leg. Let's do 2 more rounds. So inhale, right arm out, left leg back. Exhale, knee and elbow draw wide in opposite directions. One more time, inhale out. Exhale, knee and elbow bend. Keep that left knee exactly where it is. Place your right palm down underneath your shoulder. Lengthen out your left leg and then place your left foot down so it lands in line with your left hip. So you have that left leg growing straight out of the body at about a 90-degree angle. Blocks underneath the hands here might feel really nice. We're going to press into the palms so that we're feeling strong. We have a bit of core connection. Left leg is long. Try and pick your left foot up and just let it hover. And then place your left foot down. So pick left foot up, hover. Place it down 2 more times, pick up. Place down. Last time. Next time you place your left foot down, leave it there and just take a little slide forward and backwards on your mat with your upper body. So shoulders shift forward, hips send back. Notice if we're really tucking the tailbone here, can we try and keep the spine long as we slide? Let's take 1 more round of breath here. And then pick up your left foot, bend your left knee, and place your left knee down to the ground. So opposite side, left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Bend into your left elbow, take it wide to the left. Bend your right knee, take it wide to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take wide. Few more rounds here. So each time you take your knee and elbow wide in opposite directions, try and lift them a little higher up towards the sky. Next time we bend our left elbow, take it wide, bend our right knee and take it wide, pause, place your left hand down, and then lengthen your right leg out towards the right. So we're going to start with those pulses. Palms pressed down, spine is long. Pick your right foot up to a hover, and then place it down. Pick our right foot up, place it down. Notice if you're really dumping into your left side to try and pick up that right foot. See if we can keep our shoulders square for these next 2 rounds. And then place your right foot down so it's in line with that right hip. Just that little slide forward and backwards on your mat. Awesome. Next time, shoulders come over our wrists. Let's pick up our right foot, place our right knee down. So now we're back in our table. We're going to find our downward facing dog. So tuck our toes under, send our hips up and then back. As we come into our down dog, we're going to play around a little bit. So you're just moving in a way that feels good. You can pedal out your feet, send your hips side to side. Maybe come high onto the balls of your feet and then intend your heels heavy to the ground. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. And then after that next round of breath, slow your movements down. Take an inhale when you're ready, and then as you exhale, step your feet up to meet your hands. You're in this forward fold at the top of your mat. You can bend your knees if you'd like and just let your upper body be heavy. So it's this passive kind of ragdoll shape. Maybe sway right to left a little bit with the upper body. And then starting to slow that movement down, come back to center. Next inhale is a halfway lift. So fingertips can come up to shins or thighs. Crown of our head reaches forward. And then as we exhale, forward fold back towards our legs. So 2 more times, halfway lift as we inhale, long spine. And then fold back towards our legs as we exhale. Last time, halfway lift. Forward fold and just release to your legs. We're going to rise up to stand. So sweep our arms all the way up towards the sky, reach up through our fingertips, and then bring our hands to prayer pose in front of our heart. Set our feet up as we do for chair. So that might mean feet stay hip width apart, or you can bring your big toes to touch. Reach our arms up towards the sky and then bend our knees, send our hips back and then down. We're going to take 3 nice big breaths here in our chair pose. Weight is in the back half of our foot, heart draws forward. And we'll take 1 more inhale and then just fold towards your legs as you exhale. So halfway lift. Bend your knees to bring your hands to the ground. High plank, step both feet back. So if high plank from our toes is feeling like a bit much here, bring your knees down so you're in a modified plank instead, but try and create a nice long line from crown of your head to your knees. Wherever we are, we're going to breathe for a little bit, start to build that connection to our core and find a little bit of heat. We'll take 1 more inhale here, and then lower all the way to the mat. So you might drop your knees first, and then bend your elbows, come all the way down. Set up for baby cobra. So palms are to the mat by your low ribs. You might walk your hands back a little bit. Plant the tops of your feet down. Inhale, heart lifts. Try and take minimal weight into your hands. And then exhale, lower your heart back down to the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, roll shoulder blades together, lift our heart. And then exhale to lower. 1 more time. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, release our heart to the ground. Find your child's pose. Press into your palms, come up. Send our hips back towards our heels. Reach our arms out towards the top of our mat. And then lift up our hips, tuck our toes under, downward facing dog. Send our hips up and then back. Nice full inhale in our down dog. As we exhale, step or hop, top of our mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold towards our legs. Rise to stand, reach all the way up towards the sky. Take your hands to heart center as you exhale. Inhale, arms reach up, chair pose, knees bend, hips send back and down. We're going to press strongly down through our right foot and pick our left foot up and just let it hover. So that right side looks exactly the same as when both feet were planted in our chair. And then place your left foot down. Left foot strongly presses down. Pick our right foot up to a hover. Place our right foot down. 1 more inhale. And then forward fold to our legs as we exhale. Halfway lift. Bend your knees, plant your hands, high plank, step back. Just like before, we're going to take a few breaths in our plank. You can be on your knees or your toes. And then lower all the way down towards the mat. Baby cobra again, so palms are planted by low ribs, tops of our feet are grounded. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, heart lowers. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift the front of our chest. Release our heart down. Child's pose. Press into your palms. Keep your knees to the ground. Hips back to our heels. Arms reach forward. Downward facing dog, hips lift, toes tuck under, slide our hips up and then back. Take an inhale in our down dog. As we exhale, look towards our hands and step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Come all the way up to stand, reach our arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, take our hands to heart center. So I'm just going to face the camera. You'll stay where you are. We're going to set up for our chair. So feet can be about hip width apart. Take hands to heart center, bend your knees, send your hips back and down. We're going to press strongly down through our right foot. Pick our left foot up just like we did before. You're going to straighten your right leg any amount that you need to cross your left ankle over your right thigh for a figure 4 here. So left toes drawn towards our shin. We're trying to almost press that left knee down towards the ground. Bend your right knee as much as you'd like. Uncross your left ankle. Place your left foot down. Chair pose again. Press into your left foot, pick up your right, and then cross your right ankle over your left. Settle into that standing figure 4. Place your right foot down. Take one more inhale in your chair, and then just fold towards your legs as you exhale. Halfway lift. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Strong plank again from your knees or from your toes. We'll take one more inhale. Lower all the way down towards the mat as we exhale. Again, last round, baby cobra, tops of our feet press down, shoulders draw together, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, lower our heart down. 2 more times, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, lower. Downward facing dog, so pick yourself up. You can come through a plank, tuck your toes under and send your hips up and then back. We're gonna sweep our right leg up towards the sky this time. So you're in a 3-legged dog. Take your gaze up between your hands and big step forward between your thumbs. So right foot lands between your thumbs. Place your back knee down and then float your arms up towards the sky in a low lunge. So if we'd like some extra cushion under that back knee, we're gonna fold our mat over a few times or find a towel or a blanket. We're gonna face our palms forward here in our lunge. Start with that cactus shape with your arms. So bend your elbows, take them wide, and then trace your fingertips down towards the ground. So they're just gonna frame your front foot. Reach fingertips forward and then back up. 2 more big circles, elbows wide. Fingertips down, forward, and up. Last time. Next time, arms reach up towards the sky. Let's pause. And then land our hands down to frame our front foot. So you might choose to use blocks underneath your fingers here, or you can take anything that allows you a little bit more space if you'd like it. Take your heart forward as you inhale, and then half splits as you exhale. So it's just about straightening out that front leg any amount to find a bit of a stretch. 2 more rounds of that. You're gonna come forward into your lunge, draw your heart forward. Half splits, send your hips back. 1 more time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Stay in this half splits. So your right leg is lengthened out. You can keep a nice bend to that knee. Left fingertips are gonna stay to the ground. You might walk your left fingertips a little wider to the left and then reach your right arm up towards the sky. Try and draw the outside edge of that right hip towards the back of your mat. Heart opens up towards the right. Bring our right fingertips down, bend back into our right knee so we're back in that lunge. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up, and then step to the top of your mat, so forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Come up to stand, reach our arms up. Chair pose as you take your hands to heart center. We're going to press down through our left foot, pick our right foot up, standing figure 4. So just like we practiced before, cross our right ankle over our left thigh, draw our right toes towards our shin, and bend that left knee as much as we'd like to find a stretch for that right hip. Then straighten your standing leg, draw your right knee in towards your chest, stand tall, reach our arms up, really press down through your left foot to grow towards the sky. You're going to end up in a crescent lunge, so right foot's taking a big step towards the back of our mat. Place the ball of your right foot down. Little bend to your back knee so your tailbone draws down. Palms face forward again, fingertips reach up. Just like before, cactus our arms, take our elbows wide. Reach fingertips down, forward, and then back up towards the sky. 2 more big circles. Last one, elbows wide open through our chest, reach down, forward, back up, crescent lunge. And then warrior 2, left arm's gonna reach forward, right arm reaches back. So that right foot is parallel with the back edge of your mat. You're pressing down through the outside edge of your foot. Flip your front palm, reach up with our inhale so that we're exalting our warrior. So left arm reaches up and back. And then extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up and overhead so that right bicep comes all the way up towards your ear. We're gonna do that little flow one more time. Exalt, left arm reaches up, nice bend to our left knee. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up and overhead. One more time, let's exalt, reach left arm up. From here, your hands are gonna land down to frame your front foot. So we're coming onto the ball of our back foot. We're in a lunge. Right palm stays to the ground, reach our left arm up towards the sky. Place our left hand down, high plank, left foot steps back. Take a nice full inhale in our plank. As we exhale, lower all the way down towards the mat. One time, baby cobra, feet pressed down, heart lifts. Release our heart down. Make your way to your downward facing dog so you can come through a table, you can rise up through a plank, send your hips up and back. Opposite side, left leg floats up as we inhale. Big step forward to our low lunge. So left foot lands between our hands, back knee to the ground, arms float up. Face palms forward, cactus your elbows, take them wide. Reach fingertips down, forward, back up to the sky. 2 more circles. Easy rounds of breath. Next, inhale, reach our arms up. Take your hands down to frame your front foot. Draw your heart forward as you inhale. And then half splits as you exhale. Front leg straightens out. Send your hips to your right heel. 2 more times. Inhale, come forward. Heart draws forward. Gaze lifts. Exhale, half splits. 1 more time. Inhale into our lunge. Exhale, half splits, and just stay in that stretch. So lengthening down the back of the left leg. Heart draws forward. We're trying to keep a long spine. Right fingertips stay to the ground. Maybe walk your right fingertips a little wider to the right and then reach your left arm up. So heart opens up towards the left. Place our left hand down. Bend back into our left knee, walk our hands forward, tuck our back toes, lift up our back knee, step to the top of our mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold towards our legs. Rise up to stand, reach our arms up. Chair pose, take your hands to heart center. Press down through our right foot, pick up our left. Figure 4 stretch, so left ankle to right thigh, bend your right knee like you're sitting in a chair behind you. Straighten your right leg, draw your left knee in towards your chest, reach your arms up, stand tall for a moment, try and lift the top of that left thigh a little higher. Step back to your crescent lunge, left foot lands all the way towards the back of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Once you've settled into your lunge, maybe little bend to your back knee, palms face forward. Cactus your arms, take them wide. Reach fingertips down, forward, and then back up. 2 more big circles here, searching for those areas of stickiness across the front of the chest, through the shoulders. Next time, arms reach up. Warrior 2, right arm forward, left arm back. Exalt, flip our front palm, reach our right arm up towards the sky. Keep that right knee nice and bent. Extended side angle, so right forearm comes onto your right thigh. Left arm sweeps up and overhead. As we exalt again, create that length down the right side as we reach up through the right arm. And then switch, so extended side angle, now we're lengthening down the left side as left arm reaches up and over. One more time, exalt. And then cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot coming onto the ball of your back foot. Left hand to the mat, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Place your right hand down, high plank, right foot back. Nice, slow, controlled lowering down towards the mat. Roll our shoulders back and down, baby cobra heart lifts. And then release our heart down. Make your way to your downward facing dog, plank or table, downward facing dog, hips send up and back. Sweep our right leg up towards the sky. Crescent lunge, big step forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot and reach your arms up towards the sky. So you're going to create your eagle arms here by taking your left arm underneath your right, and just like we did at the beginning, either connect your palms or give yourself a nice big hug. Try and lift your elbows away from the front of your chest and lean forward a little bit so we're loading up that right leg. We're going to come to stand on our right leg, draw our left knee in towards our chest, and then eagle pose, right knee bends, cross our left leg over our right. So think about squeezing our inner thighs. Elbows still lift away from us. Take one more round of breath here. Unravel your arms for balance. Straighten your right leg, draw your left knee in towards your chest and reach your arms up. Keep that left knee lifting high and then twist open to the left. So your right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. We're going to keep our heart facing to the left and try and step all the way back to a warrior two. So right knee bends, left foot lands to the back of our mat. Reach out through our arms. Exalt, flip our front palm, reach up towards the sky. Extended side angle, right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and overhead. One more time, inhale, let's exalt. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Again, we're on the ball of our back foot. Left hand to the ground, reach our right arm up towards the sky. Bring our right hand down to the inside of our right foot. We're going to wiggle that right foot a little wider to the right so our palms can be grounded under our shoulders. This might be a great time to use blocks underneath your hands, and then you can either keep your back knee lifted or soften your back knee down. We're going to be here for a few moments, so you might stand on your palms. If you feel like you have the space, you might make your way down onto your forearms. Nice big inhales and exhales. We'll take about 5 more breaths here. Notice if we're clenching the jaw or holding the breath. And so if we have our back knee to the ground, let's pick our back knee up and just step to a down dog. So step your right foot back to your left, pedal out your feet, move around in whatever way you'd like. Opposite side, left leg up towards the sky. Crescent lunge, big step forward, stay on the ball of our back foot and then reach our arms up towards the sky. Once we're feeling stable in crescent lunge, right arm underneath our left. Twist tie our arms or give ourselves that hug, lift our elbows. Start to lean forward with our upper body so we're transferring our weight into our left leg. Eagle legs, right leg crosses over left. Squeeze thighs to center, reach fingertips up. Unravel our arms for balance. Straighten our left leg, draw our right knee in towards our chest. Reach arms up, stand a little taller, twist to the right. Heart is going to stay facing towards the right as we bend our left knee and land in our warrior two, sending our right foot all the way back. Flip our front palm, exalt, reach our left arm up. And then extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up and overhead. Exalt, last time, left arm reaches up. Cartwheel our hands down to frame our front foot, coming onto the ball of our back foot, right hand to the ground, left arm floats up. Place our left palm down so our hand comes to the inside of our foot. Walk that left foot a little wider to the left. We're setting up for our lizard lunge again. So either back knee lifted, back knee grounded, on your palms, on your forearms, you choose. We're here for about a minute, so make sure it's sustainable and we can spend a little bit of time. Last nice full inhale. Long exhale. Make your way to your down dog. So press in your palms, pick up your back knee. Left foot steps back to meet our right. Once we're in our down dog, we're going to step our right foot up to the outside of our right hand and then left foot to the outside of our left hand. So we're looking to set up for our yogi squat or our malasana. So toes turned out on about a 45-degree angle. Heels are grounded here if we can. So a really great option is that you're going to take a block or a cushion underneath your seat so that our heels can stay grounded. Knees are intending over our toes, so it should be a little bit of work through the outer thighs, outer hips. Heart draws forward. Take about 3 more breaths here. So one more inhale, and one more exhale. Find a forward fold. So as you bring your fingertips to the ground in front of you, just heel toe your feet about hip width apart. Take a halfway lift, forward fold towards our legs. Come all the way up, reach our arms up. Exhale, take hands to heart center. Inhale, reach our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold towards our legs. Halfway lift. Bend your knees, plant your hands, downward facing dog, feet step back. And then from our down dog, let's soften our knees down. Come to seated. So you're going to bring your legs out in front of you. Land your feet to the mat about hip width apart. So option 1 is heels grounded, fingertips to the backs of our thighs, heart lifted. Option 2 is arms forward. And then option 3 is your boat pose. You're going to lift your heels up so your shins come parallel with the ground. We're going to take 3 breaths wherever we are. And then land your feet back down, hip width apart. Land your hands behind your low back so your fingertips are pointed in towards your low back. Option here to press into our palms, draw our shoulder blades together, open through our heart as we lift our heart to the sky. Option 2 is reverse table. Press into your feet, lift up your hips. Try and create that long line from the crown of your head to your knees. And then just slowly release your seat down. Find your boat pose again. So either heels grounded, heels lifted. Option to reach arms forward. Place your feet down. Place your palms behind your low back. Reverse table or hips grounded. And then release down last time. So lift heels up. Draw heart forward, reach out through our fingertips. Place your feet down, hip width apart, palms behind your low back, fingertips into low back. Roll shoulder blades together, lift up our chest, lift up our seat. Release our seat down. Let your hands stay behind your low back. Feet are going to be to the ground a little wider than your hips, so you can walk your feet a little wider. And then just let your knees gently windshield wiper from side to side. So this can be really slow. Noticing how the hips are moving. And then next time our knees come up to center, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together and let our knees fall open. So you might take blocks underneath your knees here. You can let your heels be further away from you so that the diamond shape is a little bit wider. And then create this long spine. See if we can start to hinge forward from our hips, keeping our spine long. And then wherever you get stuck with that neutral spine, you can just round forward to your legs. So maybe palms face up towards the sky. Sometimes it's nice to thread your arms underneath your calves and just let your palms face up. Seeing if we can let this forward fold be a little passive. So noticing if we can release through the neck and the shoulders, maybe give the head a gentle shake. And then walking our hands slowly in towards us. So we're coming back up to seated. Bring our knees to center so our feet come to the ground. We're just going to roll all the way onto our backs. So knees can stay bent as we roll down the spine, coming onto our backs. Let the back of your head and your shoulders land and just pause here. So it's an opportunity for you to notice how you're feeling at this point versus when you started your practice today. Maybe check in with those areas of the body that we noticed at the beginning. So either the parts that were feeling really healthy and really mobile, or the parts that we felt needed a little bit more attention. And so to finish our practice, you can stay in this shape, or you can lengthen your legs out towards the end of your mat, or just come into whatever shape allows you to find stillness. So sometimes it might feel more comfortable to be laying on one side, or maybe be seated, resting up against a wall or in a chair. And then see if we can allow the parts of our body that are supported to really just release. So can we let them get a little heavier? And allow our breath to return back to that really easy rhythm. Taking this time at the end of our practice before going on with the rest of our day. So I will finish practice here. I encourage you to try and take a little bit more time in stillness if you're able. It was an honor to practice with you. Again, my name is Katherine Miceli. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.